Oh, Conan Exiles. There we go. I keep forgetting that it opens up the console commands every time I hit the insert key.
That's silly.
It's
So,
silly. It's bamboozling.
Befuddling.
It's
how do
it's
you
uh
get
Wait, Raw's over at this point, isn't it?
yeah, it's been over
Nia
for
Jax
40
back to
minutes.
return? I need an update from G-Man. I'm not backstage anymore. Is Nia Jax actually back?
Yeah.
Is she
Well,
coming back?
G-Man's uncle at Nintendo says so.
Oh, I love that everyone knows the uncle at Nintendo trope because that means a lot to me personally. Because when I was 10, I did in fact literally know a kid who actually tried to pull that off, and being 10 years old, I believed it, and it wound up being very, very deeply disappointing.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it was like a serious moment in my life of learning not to trust random people. Because he was like, I thought he was a friend. He was like, yeah, I've got an uncle who works at Nintendo, and he can give you a free game. And he had me going for a solid week, and he wouldn't fucking back off. I'm like, you said you'd give me a free game. What happened? He's like, oh yeah, my uncle's still getting it for you. Blah blah blah. And eventually, we called him on. It's like, you just lied that whole time, didn't you? He's like, yeah.
It's messed up, man.
It is. That's. I asked him later, like, why did you do that? Why would you just do that to somebody? Especially somebody who you said was your friend. Didn't have an answer.
Because he wasn't getting enough attention from his parents at home.
That's apparently he didn't have a dad in the house, from what I could tell. So that might actually literally be what was going on.
Yep.
That's unfortunate on multiple levels.
how do I get bark, by the way?
Hit a tree with a
Hit the
pickaxe.
I was gonna say
tree.
that should go to a tree.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if it's more complicated than that, then that would be kind of lame.
If you hit a tree with an axe, you get a whole piece of wood, you get a whole log, whereas if you hit it with just a regular pick, then you get the bark, because presumably your character's just digging the pick in and peeling the bark off.
Can you, in fact, turn wood into bark?
You can once you get a carpentry bench up and you get somebody working on it, but until then, no. It's rather strange, honestly.
That actually sort of is, but I have loads of wood if you need some.
No, I should be fine. I'm suffering from over encumberdness always.
I don't understand
think-
how everyone's getting encumbered. I have 276 pieces of wood, which you think would be encumbering, but I guess not.
Well, I think, I can't speak for soon, but I'm carrying 81 hide. Which is apparently carrying skin around in your backpack is quite heavy.
I think it's because I have like 2 weapons, a bone shield. Oh, I'm also still carrying around this antelope head trophy, which weighs 8 pounds.
Yeah, you're carrying around an entire antelope head. That might be heavy.
How do we find out what our encumberment is? What number is our limit?
So if you want to see precise numbers, there's a scale. When you open up your inventory screen, you can see in the top left of your inventory, there's a little weight thing. And that scale is percentage-based, right? You can see that up there?
I do not, actually. I'm trying to see where you're talking about.
So you see on the left your inventory where all your shit is, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at that screen now.
And if you look up to just above the top row of items, there's a little meter.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I can tell that's a scale now. It looks. I thought it was an upside-down bell this whole time. I was trying to figure out what the hell it was.
Yeah,
It's a scale. Gotcha.
So let me just note real quick. So that encumbrance is divided into sections, right? There's the 50%, then there's, a little 20%, and then a 10%, and a 5% or whatever.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay, yeah, go on.
The section you're in, your encumbrance level affects how fast you run, how much stamina you spend when running, and your ability to climb. How much stamina gets spent when you climb and jump. And possibly when you attack as well, I don't remember.
What do you mean by the section you're in?
Okay, you see the encumbrance little meter, right?
Yeah, I have 1 full meter of green, and then the second much smaller little rectangle is half filled in yellow.
Okay, so those are segments. It's a segmented meter, right?
Yeah.
And there are different levels of encumbrance, depending on the segment you're in. The green one means pretty well no encumbrance.
Oh.
And that meter fills up as you fill your inventory with bullshit.
So being that I've got the second rectangle half filled and yellow, it's basically just the fact that it's broken up into segments and the fact that it's also changing colors is simply two separate representations demonstrating to me that I'm getting more dangerously encumbered. That's all that means.
Yeah, it's not really, like, too dangerous unless you're trying to go for a super speedy playstyle.
I see.
Yeah, but it's indicating that it's slowing you down a little bit and making it so you spend more stamina when you run and climb.
Okay. So not only are there segmented bars, but also colors to the bars, and on top of that, I have 59%, which I can only assume means I'm 59% encumbered.
Yes, and once you get over 100%, you get to where you can only walk.
Okay.
You cannot run or climb.
Okay. So basically, they're just giving you lots of different ways to see exactly how encumbered you are, which is fine. A little unnecessary, but now that I understand it, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, you can tell at a glance based off both color and the meter filled, right?
Right. It's almost like they put too much thought into it.
Yeah.
Which, again, better than not putting enough thought into it.
Yeah.
What fuel does the tannery use?
Bark.
Oh.
I can grab some while I'm out.
Specifically,
Yeah, I'd say
bark.
grab some bark. I'm going to work on getting some hide. Well, you have hide, don't you? I'll work on
I do. I have 50 hide on me.
Okay, you can drop them in the tannery then.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Because I am working on getting leather for... What was it I was getting leather for?
Good question.
Search inside your soul.
I'll also make a tanner's table as well. I think that'll help if anyone wants to make leather armor.
Tanner's table right now doesn't really do anything. The Tanner's table is actually... What it does is that there are some animals in the game that do not drop the generic variety of skin, of hide. They drop their own unique variety. Hyenas will drop their own unique variety of hide. They don't drop generic hide.
I see.
And the Tanner's table, what it does is, if you don't want that unique type of hide, because that unique type of hide is used to craft unique armors. If you don't want the unique armors, you don't want that unique hide, you use the Tanner's table to convert unique types of hide into the generic kind.
I see.
It's not really super necessary, because you can still put the unique hides on a tannery, but if you really want... if you really want generic hide. Oh, you're trying to get that started, okay.
Yes. I want to start beating up prisoners and taking them to my little prison that I'm trying to work on. I think they might be able to be able to bust through. Maybe I'll take their weapons and that should be fine.
I think on easy difficulty they can't break buildables. There's no building destruction.
Sweet. So I'm just gonna like set it. I think this might need to be higher. But my plan is to have it set so high that if they like, you know, the prison from Game of Thrones that Tyrion is locked into.
Vaguely, yes.
Where he's like on a cliffside, and if he you know, falls off, then he dies.
Fall to his death.
Yeah, that's what I'm setting up.
Oh! Okay, I see. I see now why you were mad that I was putting in stairs. I thought that's what we were working on, so I was helping you. Yeah, that wouldn't make for a very good prison, would it? Just walk your ass right out of there.
Yeah, so my, well, I think...
Hello there.
Yeah, my prison would not... I would not make stairs this fancy. Where you get a majestic little entry hall to get to the stairway.
The hall wasn't there. It was just an array of blocks when I put those stairs in.
Fair enough.
Can we make light sources?
Yes, we can. It should be one of the items you already get to craft. Oh, there's the improvised torch, but if you want to make... The improvised torch is just something you can hold in your hands. If you want to make a torch that you can actually mount on the walls...
Yeah.
That should be in... if you look in the knowledge menu, there's
decoration.
Yeah, and before that it wants you to figure out how to make regular torches, which you should be able to hop on over and unlock. Boom, there we go. I will do the same over on my end, because we need lighting badly.
Okay, now help me understand this, though. You said... Okay, we both found the torch in the decoration menu, but you said before that it wants you to put
It
just a
wants
standard
you.
torch?
Some researches require other researches first, right?
Oh, I see up there it says requires. Okay, so
Yeah.
how did you? When
Well,
I
on
look up there,
PC, I just went over and clicked it, but on console, I do not know.
yeah, like I see the icon up there. I see the icon showing me a different looking torch, but it's not showing me what the name of it is or anything. Nor do I see that item here in my
I'm plugging a controller in. Give me a
experience menu or
second.
whatever.
Let's see.
Alright, I'm gonna have to drop out for the night because I've got work tomorrow.
Oh, that was
Fair
very sad.
enough.
Yeah, you need to warn us next time. That's no fun. We're losing a member.
Right?
Oh. I apparently reset all of my knowledge.
Well, that was
You
silly
reset
of you.
all of your knowledge?
Apparently, I unlearned
That was
everything.
stupid.
Yeah.
That was stupid. It was stupid to do, and now you're even stupider for having done it because you reset it.
Okay, that's a good fucking question. How do I go to requires torch?
I eventually found the torch it wanted me to find, but like I had to look through the various knowledge menus to find a matching icon. I was not able to like click it or whatever and like be taken to the menu it wanted me to go
I found it's under decoration torchbearer. I have the required knowledge. It says you need level 7, and I have an available point to spend, but it's still red.
Torchbearer, that's exactly the issue we've run into, is that you and me here on PC, you'll see it requires another tech before it.
Yeah, but I already unlocked that tech for sure. It's green. And it's still, but like the torchbearer tech itself is still red, despite the only tech it needs being unlocked already.
Are you sure you have a point to spend?
Yes.
It's up there and it's listed as available 1.
Actually, no. I'm able. Oh, okay. I see. I was able to unlock some other stuff, but that's just because it doesn't cost any points, I guess. Yeah. That's the issue. Okay, got it. So I just need to level up, I guess.
That's the pause menu.
If I wanted to do that.
Apparently, that's just not a convenience feature they'll let you have, Mike.
What's that? Being able to like
Research,
actually identify the.
being able to click on the prerequisite tech and go to research that.
Yeah.
Evidently, you're just gonna have to find all the bullshit in the menu yourself.
I mean, the movement and motions and everything of controlling the character is really good, but the menus are really a little on the clunky side as far as the interface.
Yeah.
When using the controller, anyway.
Yeah. That's always an issue. The PC indie games. Well, this isn't super indie, but like.
I know what you mean, though. It's not like a AAA.
Yeah. Very ambitious for it to not be AAA, but.
Yeah, it is very ambitious. Yeah, which in a way is kind of worked against it in the early going because there's a lot of systems to learn, a lot of controls to be able to navigate said systems. But with time, I think I will get there.
Yeah. That's kind of why I'm thinking. Like me and Soon should stick to building stuff just for the moment. You just got to get past the early hobble.
Yeah, early hobble's a good way of describing it. Wait, is Pink still with us? I never actually said, like, bye. I just chastised him.
I think he just skipped out.
Yeah, I think he left.
He had to go, understandable. He probably didn't want to sit around for 10 minutes waiting for us to eventually be like, okay, well, see you later.
Yeah. He seemed like he might need to go to sleep to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I think he said.
In which case, he can't really wait on us because they're already waiting on him.
Right.
We're more important than they'll ever be. I don't care that they pay his wages.
Yeah. He won't be even able to afford power and internet to play with us. Oh, I've forgotten how to build. Right, because I lost all my knowledge. There we go.
I don't understand that. How you can apply knowledge points and then do something accidentally to make them all go away?
Apparently, yeah, for you, if you press Y while you're in the knowledge menu, you forget all points and gain them back. For me and Soon, there's a little button. Yeah, for me and Soon, there's a little button in the menu that you can click on to do it.
Okay.
Whoops. Oh, that's fine, okay. Oh, it's backwards, you fool! There we go.
Backwards.
No, I'm building something up here, and one of the pieces accidentally went in backwards.
With a
Oh,
regular
hey, I'm level
one-handed...
12.
With a regular one-handed what?
Yeah, with just a standard one-handed stone sword, is it normal for your character to do a lunging attack as opposed to just like a swing?
Kind of. Some of the animations go a bit over the top.
I mean, I can't... just
try...
attack. Go ahead.
Yeah, does it say, like, regular attack on the little bottom right button thing? Button helper?
Oh, I didn't realize that was there. Oh, that's... Okay, I have a button that was not what I would have assumed it would have been. The bumper is the regular attack, and the trigger is the more fancy lunge attack. That's not how I would have assumed it would be, but so it is.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the controls down there change contextually. I didn't know that it gave different instructions based on what you're doing. That's ultimately helpful, but I didn't realize it was doing that. That's kind of cool.
There we go. Oh, it's not perfectly symmetrical. I need to take it back. There we go.
Can we cook feral flesh for food? Is that how you guys...
Yes.
Okay.
If it's a meat, it can be cooked.
Okay.
That's a
Including
philosophy for
human.
life right there.
That is useful knowledge.
Okay, I do kind of want to get iron tools sooner rather than later, just because it's just a quality of life improvement, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to hold anyone back. I like I was saying before, I just wanted to warn everybody that if you go super fast and it gets to the point where it's like, hey, I want to explore further and go further into the game or whatever, it's going to be like, well, I'm not going to be able to do that though, so I'm going to have to hold back.
Yeah, okay, soon we'll go ahead and start on a furnace. We're gonna need to get a lot of fucking stone, though.
Yeah. The only thing there is that, like, if we start setting up those workbenches, you'll benefit just the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you'll get all of the same tools and everything that we will.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
So yeah, like, nobody's gonna fall behind.
Yeah, attributes are the only department where really someone can fall behind, and even then, killing a few enemies that are supposed to be quote-unquote above your level will level you up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Alright.
And if we give you quality gear, then killing things that are above your level ain't too hard.
Okay. How do I light a fire?
You need to get the campfire tech from the knowledge menu.
Oh, okay.
Soon, are you gathering the stuff for a workbench? Excuse me, a furnace?
No.
Okay, I'll do it.
Just need a lot of stone.
300 stone.
Yeah. It should be no problem for you. I trust.
Oh yeah,
I trust you.
like it needs to be said. I'm choosing to slow myself down and take it casually and peacefully and just dick around. If at any point you guys want something that's ahead, like don't worry, I got you.
That's
Yeah, no, I could do it. I just really want to focus on getting my little shitty
Prison, yeah.
construction done.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy, I'm getting pretty close to over encumbered. My character is moving at molasses speed. Like I'm running by all means, but my character's running like she's like, huh, 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 huh. All right, let's put some of the crafting stations in this game get pretty big. They can get pretty in the way. There we go. All right, our first big crafting station. 500 wood, not 300. Okay. I need to drop off some of the junk I'm carrying then.
There's some wood in the chest. Not that much though.
Oh, I have tons of wood. I'm still trying to figure out how to burn it. This is really the interface.
Okay.
It's really kind of weird.
To burn
Okay,
it, you
so
just
after
gotta
you
like
put
put it in a separate menu and then click a separate button. It's like every action requires a separate button. It's kind of frustrating.
ooh, bones.
Like now I can't even interact with the damn thing. What the fuck? There we go. Okay. So like there's a campfire menu and then there's a separate crafting menu for the campfire. It's like fucking what? I guess I put wood in the campfire menu and then I put the food over in the crafting menu. For the
Okay,
campfire.
hang on, give me a second. So the crafting menu, the campfire is one thing where you don't fuck with the crafting menu; it just handles itself.
Oh,
Put,
okay.
put the wood and whatever you want to cook both in the campfire as just regular inventory.
Okay.
And then yeah, do what you just did: hit the play button.
I can turn the campfire on or off. That's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, Don't worry, it gets more questionable than that.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
this is weird.
yeah, it's weird on PC too a little bit.
Okay.
You get very used to it. There is still some annoying UI stuff, I will say. There is a mod that I've gotten used to using, which is a little bit painful to go without for very quick, instant chest organization and shit.
Okay.
Like there was a mod I have that has a button that when you press it will just find whatever is currently in the chest, and it will find whatever copies of it you have in your inventory. Let's say I've got a rock chest, right? And the rock chest has 200 rocks in it. I'm carrying 200 rocks on my person. I click the button and it will find the rocks in my inventory, dump the rocks in the chest, but it won't dump anything else. And, you know, it's just that simple one quick button, you know.
Yeah, that seems pretty handy.
Oh, son of a bitch, I wasn't paying attention to how many rocks I was actually picking up.
I mean, visually the interface is clean. It's just, I don't know.
Certainly takes some getting used to.
Yeah, it's not super intuitive. It's like, okay, I click a campfire and now I've got 3 separate inventory menus on my screen. You know, it's like,
yeah.
How am I supposed to know that the last one doesn't matter? How am I supposed to know that I'm supposed to put everything in the middle? You know, and then meanwhile I've got 4 different prompts on those menus, 5 other prompts down at the bottom. You know, this A is select, B is back, R is quick move, and then up here, this is drop, and here's give, and here's more. And then over here, the crafting queue is doing its own thing. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. Obviously, you guys have no problem, so I guess you get there eventually. It's just, it's really kind of laid out a little weird.
Yeah, it very definitely is. Designing a good UI is a very, very difficult task that is not often thought of by people very highly, near as highly as it should be.
As it should be.
No, yeah, UI, I've noticed a lot of games have really crappy UI. Like, Baldur's Gate 3, for example, terrible UI. It's so outdated.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's outdated as it is. But
Yo,
it
Mike!
feels like I'm playing a game from early 2000s.
Here's a hat.
What's that?
Free hat. All right.
Oh.
Thank you.
There is iron cooking in the smelter, Pink. I know, Pink. Yeah, Pink. There you go. No, soon. I know you want that as soon as possible.
There's what in the iron smelter?
There's iron in the smelter.
Oh, sweet, thank you. I'm gonna drop some off in myself. Oh.
Oh, fuck me, this would take forever. No, I'll wait until I get an iron sickle.
Okay. And then, what is it that we want?
Oh, there it is. There's a good few iron deposit spots around this part of the map, but a lot of them are dangerously close to spiders, which is not good.
Spiders came close to fucking me up.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Didn't like it too much.
Yeah, spiders are not fun.
Spiders and hyenas are the two notorious enemies that you meet north of Noob River that can block your progress for a good while.
Yeah, at first
Okay.
it was just one spider, and it was like, well, I guess I can handle this. This is going all right. And then suddenly two other ones joined in. I got poisoned or whatever to where I could barely move, and it's like, oh shit.
Yep, mm-hmm. And hyenas have a special thing they apply when they hit you called crippled.
Oh, that sounds great.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna work
makes it
on
where you
getting
move
the
at
blacksmith bench.
makes you move at snail speed. It's awesome.
Oh, that's what happened to me.
Yeah, okay. Spiders have a similar thing, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it must have been crippled because I could suddenly barely walk.
I forget how spiders work. Spiders definitely can apply poison. They hawk venom at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I walked into a cave with spiders and I instantly got fucked. They
Yeah.
also shoot at range, if I remember right.
Yeah, they can shoot either. They can either hawk venom at you or shoot web out of their ass.
Out of their ass specifically.
Out of their ass.
Well, that is technically how spiders shoot their webs.
It is.
Yeah, so there you go.
Oh, there are certain berry bushes along the coastline you can sometimes find, and the berries are good to eat.
Good to know.
Damn it! I died because I fought a guy.
Alright, that should be just about. Oh, did someone draw it? What happened?
I died. I fought somebody.
No, someone disconnected from the call. Was that Pink?
Oh, that must have
Finally?
been Alex.
Yeah, I think that was pink
Oh,
because
maybe it was pink.
What the hell?
Hmm?
Oh, this is not a friendly NPC. I just found some guy camping out on a campfire, and I was wondering what his deal was. Doesn't matter, he's dead now. He's meat now.
I wonder if he's the one I attacked.
I doubt it. This guy was like he was pretty crappy.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit, there are so many branches.
Yeah, I think there should be enough iron now. Let's see.
Alright. Yeah, I've found a fair bit of
Yeah,
iron
good.
myself. I'll be taking that on up.
Alright, I should have enough to create the blacksmith's workbench, but then we'll need more iron to actually craft the tools.
Yes.
And yeah, I just want to get these tools so that for quality of life purposes.
Which, let me throw in real quick tip. You start with the iron pickaxe, because the iron pickaxe means that when you mine iron with iron, you get more iron.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I figured.
Because every tier of tools is more profitable than the previous.
Yes.
So, for instance, if we hit a tree with a stone axe right now, we get, I don't know, 30 wood from it. Once you hit it with, like, an iron tool, it's going to give you 50 or 60 wood. Once you get up to steel, it's like 90, and so on. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this recording here, because this seems like a reasonable time. So, folks, I will see you later.